When the chill hits the air and the daylight fades, the pumpkins give way to the Christmas parades. The porch lights glow and the neighbors wave, and we all remember the love we gave. There's a story in every candle's flame, a memory whispered in each name. From laughter to tears, from peace to strife, it's all the good things in life. So gather around, friends, the season's begun. A time for the heart. For thanks, for fun, we'll share some songs, a laugh, a light, and count.
Well, Merry Christmas, my friends. This is once again old Uncle Randy, and, well, we're here in the Christmas season. And this is our All the Good Things in Life presentation for the Christmas edition, and we're going to be talking Santa Claus. Tonight we talk about something precious, something timeless, something every child once believed, including us. And every grown-up still hopes is real. And it is. The jolly, magical mystery called Santa Claus. Is he real? Well, let me tell you something. If love is real, if childhood wonder is real, if the memories we carry still warm in our hearts, then Santa is as real as anything in this world. Because Santa isn't a person, he's a legacy. He's a heritage. He's a torch passed down through generations and generations. And tonight we're going to explore all of that, make the kids happy, the magic come true, the memories and the moments that made us who we are. And some of us, if we have the benefit of having brothers and sisters, well, guess what? It's time to have a little fun remembering them on all those things that we remember growing up, waiting for Santa to come on Christmas Eve. So let's take a moment as we reflect back on our own youth, and even at our age, whatever age that is, we're still youthful. This is Brothers and Sisters on Christmas Eve.
Brothers and sisters on Christmas Eve.
All the brothers and sisters couldn't sleep for a minute. Santa's sleigh was in the sky, and we swore we heard him in it.
Footsteps sneaking down the hallway, giggles echoing the night.
Trying hard to close our eyes till the sky turned Christmas light.
Brothers and sisters on Christmas Eve, hearts too full to go to sleep. Magic dancing on the air, dreams of joy we all would keep.
We didn't know those days would fade, but Lord, what memories they made.
Brothers and sisters on Christmas Eve. Blankets piled on the carpet, board games spread across the floor.
We made snow angels in the hallway, though it was warm indoors.
Mom said Santa won't come early,
Dad said, kids, get into bed.
but we stayed up close to midnight with our whispers full of dread.
Then the morning burst like sunlight through the frosted window panes.
Every step we took was magic, every gift like candy canes.
Mom and Dad were sipping coffee, trying hard to stay awake. We were too young to realize all the love those moments take.
Now the years have rolled like snowfalls, and we've all gone separate ways. But Christmas brings us back again to those early golden days.
For the child inside still listens
For the sleigh bells in the breeze, and in our hearts we're still those brothers and sisters on Christmas. Brothers and Christmas Eve, hearts too full to go to sleep. Magic dancing on the air, dreams of joy we all would keep.
no matter.
Well, let's get it going. I've always wondered. I thought I'd answer some questions that all kids and adults and people believing in Santa. Let's start from the beginning. Where does Santa get all his magic anyway? Most folks never heard the story of why Santa's reindeer can fly, so I want to clean that up and have you lean in close, get next to the radio, and let's have some fun. Deep inside the North Pole lies a glowing cavern called the Aurora Core. This is where the reindeer enter the stardust and fusion chamber every winter solstice. And for kids, winter solstice, that means winter's coming, and so is Christmas will be around every year. The reindeer breathe in crystallized northern lights, tiny particles of frozen stars. This gives the reindeer their cosmic buoyancy. This is why they can fly. They have zero gravity hoof lift, and their antlers that conduct pure holiday energy. When they take off, the air literally moves out of their way. Can you believe that, kids? Their antlers, not just for show, these are electromagnetically tuned as signal towers, and they build invisible snow bridges in the sky around the world. And we've always wondered how in Santa's bag, well, it's not just a bag, kids. It's a dimensional pocket of folded Christmas light. It can hold infinity, and that's a big number, because a child's belief has no limits. Always believe, and always believe. This is why we put out the cookies, and oh yeah, the cookies. Santa burns through 6 million calories an hour on Christmas Eve. Well, he's got a big trip. He's got to go a lot of places. He's got a lot of roofs to climb and chimneys to go down and toys to lay out. And boy, I'll tell you what, he needs to keep all that energy. He doesn't eat cookies. The cookies eat him. He absorbs sugar by proximity. Well, what that means, all he has to do is get close to it. And as for Mrs. Claus, well, Santa met her one winter night when she saved him from a runaway sleigh. He said, "You saved my life." She said, "Someone has to keep you out of trouble, Santa." And the rest, as we know it, is North Pole history. And that's why we all believe in Santa.
I remember the morning, I was barely 3. The lights on the tree were a world just for me. Tiny hands trembling, wide open eyes, believing in magic that fell from the skies. The cookies half eaten, the milk nearly gone, and soft Christmas whispers before the new dawn. Oh, the laughter of angels seemed close to the floor when I ran down the hallway to gifts on the door. We all believe in Santa, though the years may fly away. In the glow of every memory, he comes back Christmas Day. For the love that fills our hearts is the gift he left to stay. We all believe in Santa in our own grown-up way. At 5 it was wonder, the sleigh bells, the snow. At 7 it was secrets that only I'd know. At 9 I was certain I'd seen reindeer tracks, and that Santa had smiled when I turned my back. By 10 I was older, but still every year I'd swear that I heard him when midnight the glow of the embers, the stockings hung high, and my heart whispered softly, he's still passing by. We all believe in Santa, though the years may fly away. In the glow of every memory, he comes back Christmas Day. For the love that fills our hearts is the gift he left to stay. We all believe in Santa in our own grown-up way. Now I tuck in my children and turn out the light, and I watch as their dreams fill the house every night. For the joy in their faces, the peace that they know, is the same Christmas magic from long, long ago. We all believe in Santa when the candles start to fade, in the laughter and the kindness, in the memories we've made. And when morning breaks in silence, with love we softly say, we all believe in Santa and the child we are today. So keep the light shining, let the sleigh bells play, for the heart of old Santa still leads the way. We all believe in Santa. Ooh, come Christmas Day.
Well, we all believe in Santa. I hope you do. Santa exists because we make him real. Our parents' love becomes his magic. Our youthful wonder becomes his sleigh. Our memories become his presents. Wait a minute. This just in, I guess I left out a few topics of what makes reindeer fly. They have a stardust infusion chamber, a peppermint combustion reactor, electro snowfield aero bridge, and they know how to manipulate time, and they call it Clausian time dilation in their hooves. They carry wish particles and a belief amplifier between their antlers and under their blankets. And only Santa knows where these effective tools remain throughout the year, getting ready for the next Christmas Eve. And as far as where is the North Pole? It's the mystical Polaris Ridge up north, a shimmering city of warm light, 12 to 20,000 elves working round and round and round, year round and year round, getting ready the toys for the next Christmas season. And how does Santa's bag hold infinite toys? It has dimensional folding, Christmas light compression systems in it, and it's powered by our childhood belief. Well, how does he eat all those cookies? I mean, come on. Seasonal cookie metabolism sets in right on midnight, December 24th. Mrs. Claus even gives him a cocoa booster, an infinite amount of cocoa packed into his sleigh, and the burn rate that he has of calories is 1 cookie per rooftop. Well, how Santa met Mrs. Claus, a warm, sweet love story in a winter market. We'd heard that she saved Santa from a runaway sleigh, but she also became the architect of the spirit of giving, because she believes in Santa. Now, as baby boomers, this goes back into the 50s and 60s, when toys were toys, and we got around under the tree, and what did we look for in the 50s? Well, we looked for a G.I. Joe, a Hot Wheels, Lionel trains, Barbie dolls, Matchbox cars, and that one big toy, Rock'em Sock'em robots, Troll dolls and Easy Bake Ovens, Tonka trucks, Viewmasters, and Slinkies. And the TV shows that were on during that time of the year, were the Mickey Mouse Club and Howdy Doody and I Love Lucy, Christmas specials by Lucy, Bonanza holiday episodes, and Bonanza was a Western, kid. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, we can't leave him out for those foggy nights. Charlie Brown Christmas, who always had that football pulled away. The Ed Sullivan Show Christmas specials. And this is one for the memory books. Honeymooner holiday shows. That was Jackie Gleason and some pretty simple times in a bleak apartment. But the baby boomers, they got these gifts and those toys and that little transistor radio with one little earplug that all us guys put in our ear, and we treasured it throughout the year because we listened to baseball games and the Cubs at night. And favorite things from far away, a transistor radio about 3 inches by 3 inches with a simple battery in it. And Christmas was a toy story. It was a store full of dreams.
Under tinsel and the glow of a Christmas long ago, Lionel trains were spinning round the floor. BB guns and cowboy hats, Roy Rogers belts and all of that. Schwinn bikes leaned waiting by the door. Tin robots marched in silver lines, matchbox cars in perfect shines. Army men lined up for Christmas Day. Tiny tears with sleepy eyes, Madame Alexander dressed so fine. Dolls and prams where little dreams would play. Oh, Christmas was a toy store dream, wrapped in balls of red and green. Mom and Dad and wonder in our eyes. From Slinky sliding down the stairs to Lincoln Logs and rocking chairs, it felt like magic falling from the skies. Yeah, Christmas was a toy store dream. The best gifts were the memories in between. Then came rockets to the moon, Cape Canaveral in our room. G.I. Joe stood watch beside the tree. Rock'em sock'em robots fought, Hot Wheels racetracks that we bought. Slot cars racing wild and running free. Barbie made her grand debut, dream house pink and shining new. Chatty Cathy talking through the night. Susie homemaker baking treats, easy bake with childhood sweets. Light bright pictures glowing warm and bright. Oh, Christmas was a toy store dream, wrapped in bows of red and green. Mom and Dad and wonder in our eyes. From super balls that bounce to space, to spiral grass kaleidoscapes, it felt like magic falling from the skies. Yeah, Christmas was a toy store dream. The best gifts were the memories in between. Play-Doh pies and Mr. Tato smiles, Viewmasters taking us miles and miles. Board games spread across the living room floor. Hula hoops spinning around with cheer. Tinker toys we built each year. Childhood wishes drifting through the door. Was a toy store dream, sweeter than it may now seem. A time when joy was simple, pure and true. And though the years keep rolling by, there's still a spark behind our eyes when memories bring those Christmases back to you. Yes, Christmas was a toy store dream, and forever lives in hearts of me and you.
Well, the heart of the memories that we give our kids and our grandkids as they get older are what this legacy is. The spirit of Santa, the things we do through the year for our kids and our grandkids. So on a personal note, as I probably did it wrong, but every day taking the kids to school, I stopped at a bakery in our hometown called Ellison's Donut Shop. And my boys loaded up on sugar every morning. They survived. They're doing well, and it became a tradition that every weekend we would have donuts, and probably every morning have donuts. On the weekends, dozens of donuts. Well, as my son Ryan had my first grandson, Chase, I loved my grandson. I'd spend every Sunday with him just as a baby and hold him on my chest and bounce him on my knee and do the things that a grandpa would do. And again, my grandpa, who I call Pop-Up, was everything in my world as a kid. And he bought me the greatest toys growing up in the 50s and 60s. One year I wanted a drill. Why would I want a drill? I didn't even know how to use a hammer. But he got me a drill, or somebody did. I know it was him. It was on Christmas Eve. That's when we got together with our grandparents. But my own grandson, as the years went on, and every weekend I'd go over to my son's house and take over a dozen donuts, and we'd sit there, and my grandson Chase got a little older, and about the age of 2, he got up one Saturday, and he knew Saturday, Grampy came over. Somebody brought donuts, and he knew I was his Grampy. And anyway, he said, "Hey, Dad, when's that Grampy Donuts coming?" Well, guess what? That name stuck. And now I'm known as Grampy Donuts. And fortunately, all my kids call me Grampy Donuts. It became a song, it became a legend, and here's what that song sounds all about. It talks about our tradition of taking the kids to Ellison's, and I'm Grampy Donuts.
Every morning on those school day drives, Ellison's Bakery came alive. Chocolate raised and sugar twist, a bag of love in every kiss, for little boys and stories told of redbird and bluebird, brave and bold. And Pop-Pop's voice still guides me through. Now I tell those tales to you.
Grampy Donuts Christmas, sweet as it can be, sprinkled with the memories my family gave to me. From coffee steam to children's dreams, from stories warm and true. Grampy Donuts Christmas.
My love belongs to you. Now the kitchen's glowing, pots all gleam, mashed potatoes, gravy steam, turkey ham and grandma's pie, and laughter shining in your eyes. From Grandma Benoy's tender hands to Grandpa's love across the land. recipes of time and grace still fill this home with warm embrace. Chase and Quinn, you make me proud. Winter and Logan, sing out loud. You are the reason my heart believes that Christmas love is all we need. And when the snow begins to fall,
I hear my pop-pop's voice recall.
Leave a better footprint, son.
That legacy lives on. Grampy Donuts Christmas, the sweetest gift of all. Stories baked in sugar, love in every call. From Scott and Ryan, Andrew, Adam too, to every grandchild's laughter.
My joy begins with you. Karen stirs the cookies dough. Ryan sets the tables glow. Fannie Mae mince and chocolate cake. The smell of memories we bake. Each child leaves with 3 small treats.
Graham Wax cookies, life complete.
For in each bite they'll always find the love that travels down our line.
Grampy Donuts Christmas, wrapped in candlelight. A story told from Pop-Pop, sold through every joyful night. Though years may fade and seasons slide, this love will never die. Grampy Donuts Christmas.
Forever you and I.
Forever you and I.
Well, that's the story of Grampy Donuts. That's who I am. And I hope all of you have the opportunity to be a Grampy Donuts. I'm sure they call you something lovingly. And we all know as we age that there are these chapters in life. And the thing that Santa is that this grace that we pass going forward in Santa Claus. It's a spirit, it's a belief, it's a love. Certainly that I have for my grandkids, and you know, those Santa beliefs as the kids are young, as we were young once. And you know, people don't know that if you're older, you're still young. There is no demarcation line in the sand where you get up one day and you think, oh gee, I'm old now, I'm an adult, gotta act like an adult. Nope, doesn't happen. You just get older and maybe a little wiser. Probably have some mistakes and successes and children along the way, but Santa is that spirit that we have, and that's what I'm trying to help wrap my head around in this show, and I hope that helps you understand too that Santa is a spirit that's so real. We can always reach out and touch him, and we pass it down through the years. So Chase and Quinn were my first 2 grandchildren, and you know, you got to write a letter to Santa. And this is all about that. Every kid should sit down and write a letter to Santa, because that's what we do. We're kids. And if you're a grandparent, sit down with them. Watch them write that letter to Santa. Because that's the belief. When they put it in the mail, they know they're going to ask for that one present or 2 that's that big one. And you got to tell Santa, here we go.
I got a letter from Quinn and Chase. Said, Santa, can you find my race car case? Winter Road, I want glitter and glue to make a reindeer art with Grandma too. Logan drew me a Christmas tree with donut stars and a big old me. The elves all giggled, the reindeer cheered. The North Pole mail came twice this year.
Letters to Santa and the ones we love. Dreams come flying from the stars above.
From crayons and paper to emails too. Santa reads every word from you. So grab a pen or your mom's old phone and tell old Santa before he's flown. Letters to Santa, they warm my glove.
Letters to Santa and the ones we love.
Now Mom wrote down a little more sleep, and please make coffee extra deep. Dad said, Santa, I don't want much, just batteries for all this stuff.
Auntie wants a getaway trip. Uncle Joe just wants his dip.
Grandma said, just bring 'em all home. That's the gift that stands alone.
Letters to Santa and the ones we love, wrapped in kindness, sealed with hugs. From cookies baked to carols sung, the sweetest hearts are the youngest ones.
So grab a smile, put down your phone, let love be written in every home. Letters to Santa like snow above, they fall with laughter and endless loves. Alright kiddos, now's your turn.
I see you there.
Emma from Wisconsin.
What do you want for Kirsten?
That's right, a puppy, ho ho ho, a skateboard, wonderful. And to the big kids watching, remember grown-ups can still write Santa too.
Letters to Santa and the ones we love, our wishes we whisper to the stars above.
It's not the gifts, it's the joy we send that makes the season never end. So from me to you and from up above, Merry Christmas with all our love. Remember kids, you can write me anytime, or just hop on Santa Zoom and tell me yourself. You've been good this year, mostly.
Ho, Merry Christmas, every ho, Merry Christmas. Ho, Merry Christmas, everyone. Ho, Merry Christmas, every Merry Christmas. Ho, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Well, this is old Uncle Randy, or Grampy Donuts. You're all allowed to call me Grampy Donuts now. You're part of my Santa group. But do we lose Christmas as we get older? I say absolutely not. We don't lose Christmas, we become Christmas. We become the givers, we become the storytellers, we become the ones who stay up too late wrapping gifts. And just like our parents did, they make our Christmas, we make now the Christmas complete for our children and our grandchildren. We pass it on. That's the spirit of Christmas. And as we get older, the chapters of life move in front of us way too fast. Those kids that you can't believe are babies, my Chase and Quinn, and Chase is 14, and Quinn's 12, 11. What a great gymnast. I also have two other great granddaughters in Winter and newborn Logan here in November. And the saga continues, and the story passes on, and Christmas Eve and Christmas Day will be here, and my family will gather, and I hope to do the cooking. Turkeys from my recipe handed down to me all the way back to my great-grandma Benoy, my grandfoy, my mom. Just the basics. But that's the spirit of Christmas. But the kids gotta believe. And they do believe. They go talk to Santa. Santa's everywhere. He's in the malls. He's very, very, very all around. But you know what? He appears in the window, and there was one time my two sons, as they were taking a bath, there was a window over the bathtub. Appropriate, it was frosted. But one Christmas, they started screaming, and they were in there with Mom, and I was somewhere. And guess what? Santa knocked on the window, and he had a big white beard and a big hat. That's what they're telling me. I didn't see him. They were screaming, and I had to run quickly into the bathroom because Santa was in the window. And guess what? Next song is called Santa at the window.
Did you hear Santa at the window? Did you hear him softly knock? We ran to see, but all we found were hoof prints on the wall. We heard his reindeer jingling, we heard his laughter low. We saw a flash of a red coat bright in the frosty windows glow. Oh, Santa was checking, yes he was, to see if we'd been good, because he knows who brushed their teeth last night, who cleaned their plates and did what's right. Did you hug your mom and dad? Did you kiss your gramps and grand? 'Cause Santa saw you being kind. You're part of his Christmas plan. Thanksgiving's gone, the lights are up, the snowflakes start to fall, and somewhere high above the clouds we hear his sleigh bells call. We peek outside, the stars all shine, a sparkle fills the air. Was that his beard behind that tree? We swear he's everywhere. So make your bed and share your toys and help your friends today, for Santa's watching every smile and cheering all the way. Oh, Santa was checking, yes he was. He's making notes and giving hugs. He saw your kindness, heard you pray. He's getting ready Christmas Day, so hang your stockings, write your list, and whisper dreams tonight. Just hang your stockings, get your list, and whisper dreams tonight. Just hang your stockings, get your list, beneath the twinkling light. Listen, do you hear those bells? He's checking twice and smiling big.
That's a little sneaky Santa Claus, you know. But lives are made of moments, and hopefully a lot of big ones and little ones for you that you had growing up, and now for the people and friends and relatives and hopefully children that you have and had, and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Life is made of those moments, and many of those most beautiful ones are the ones we didn't know were ending. The last Christmas Eve in our childhood bedroom, we didn't know that that was it. The last time our grandparents sat at the dinner table, the ones that loved us unconditionally. The last time you decorated a Christmas tree with mom and dad in their home as a child. The last night all your brothers and sisters, if you had them, went to bed so excited they couldn't sleep. I grew up in a small little house where I had two other brothers in a small little room. It was hard for me to go to sleep, I'll admit that. I'm waiting for Santa. Last time you truly believed Santa was coming, well, I still do. We didn't know. We couldn't know those things were going to be the last time. And that's what I'm trying to pass along in this show, is that we hold that spirit. And of course, there's a bigger story of Christmas, and we're going to get that next week. We'll just touch on it now. That's the story of the birth of Jesus Christ. But those other moments, those last moments, the ones that shine so bright, they were the miracles that shaped us as human beings. And here's the secret. Those moments don't vanish. They stay in our memory. The memories we're trying to give our children as they grow up. And they live in every Christmas and the ones that come forever after. Every cookie you bake, every gift you wrap, every child you make smile. Santa lives on inside you. And upcoming is a song called Last Christmas. We hope you'll have many more, but we did have last Christmases with some people in our life.
I didn't know that it was ending, a childhood night so long ago. The last time I'd wait for Santa neath the soft December glow.
My brothers laughing in their bedrooms, mom and dad down by the tree. If I had known it was the last time, I'd have held it close to me.
Oh, the last Christmas Eve at home, where the magic filled the air, where the world felt safe and shining, and love was everywhere. We never know the moments
Till the memories are shown.
but I'll always remember the last Christmas Eve at home.
Dad was fixing one last ribbon, Mom was setting out the bells. The stockings hung like little stories, every one of them could tell.
I whispered hope into my pillow, I prayed the night would never end.
Back when Santa was a promise and the world was just my friend.
Snow was dancing at the window, every flake a tiny spark. The house was warm and glowing, though the sky outside was dark.
And I didn't see time shifting, didn't know the way years roam, didn't know that I was leaving the last Christmas Eve at home.
Now I watch my children sleep, hear laughter in the hall.
I see my parents in their dreams, still giving through it all.
And Christmas feels eternal,
A circle softly sewn, for every child grows into the last Christmas Eve at home.
oh, the last Christmas Eve at home, where the magic filled the air, where the world felt safe and shining, and love was everywhere.
Though time keeps moving forward, there's a place our hearts still roam.
We keep a little piece forever of that last Christmas Eve at home.
Well, I always start every segment with well. I wonder if I can come up with a new word. How about Merry Christmas? It's right on our doorstep, and we've got all the memories laying in front of us. They're going to be created. We got gifts to buy, even though now a lot of it's done online, and maybe we should do a little bit more around our own home to support that local entrepreneur. Or maybe we should just love our families and enjoy a dinner and try to get through the struggles of this era of our life. But the histories are always there, and we just don't know those last moments in life. But we do know one thing: there's a joy of Christmas and the joy of Santa, and we surely learned a lot today. Santa's getting ready and packing his sleigh, and as kids and as parents, that spirit of Christmas that we pass on, that's the spirit of Santa Claus. And next week we're going to talk about that bigger gift that we're given, and what Christmas represents. The gift of Jesus Christ. And that big day that maybe as little kids we don't understand, but certainly as we get older we do. But there's one thing we do, is we have different beliefs as we grow up, and those we pass on to our kids, our grandkids, our friends, and support and enjoy our own beliefs. And sometimes we take a look back at those last memories and those last things that we did believe, and we're never going to end. But here's a song all about that. The last time we believed.
was a night we left out cookies, wrote our names in silver ink, heard the sleigh bells in the distance right before we fell asleep.
And though the years keep rolling like snowflakes in the breeze, some part of us remembers the last time we believed.
Oh, the last time we believed, when the world was warm and small, when every gift was a wonder, and love could fix it all. Though life keeps moving on, there's a magic we still see in every Christmas moment since the last time we believed.
There was a light on in the kitchen, Dad was humming soft and low, Mom was wrapping up the presents in the soft December glow.
We didn't know they stayed up late just so our hearts could dream.
But now those memories shimmer like a warm, familiar beam.
There was a morning full of laughter, paper shining on the floor,
The brothers racing down the staircase like they'd waited years for more.
though our childhood drifted like a star on Christmas Eve.
There's a part that still remembers the last time we believed.
And now we are the grown-ups with memories in our hands. We tell our children stories so they learn to understand that Santa isn't just a man who rides the winter wind. He's the love that lasts forever,
Passed from us to them.
oh, the last time we believed, when the world was warm and small,
When magic filled the morning and love could fix it all. Those seasons come and go, there's a truth we still receive, that Christmas keeps reminding us
of the last time we believed.
I enjoyed being with you today, and I know I spent an inordinate amount of time watching Hallmark over Christmas and watching Santa Claus shows, and boy, there's just some of those good ones that are out there. Some of them simply called Santa Claus. Great stories, great movies, things to be shared with kids and your kids in that spirit of Christmas, spirit of Santa. And the thing is, we never know. We just never know. Was it a dream or was it real? We just don't know. But with that being in mind, here's a melody with those thoughts in mind. Was it a dream or was our life real?
The snow fell soft outside my window. A hush across the world so wide. I closed my eyes and whispered softly, take me to where Christmas hides. saw the elves, their eyes so bright, the cocoa steaming in the night, and Mrs. Claus with gentle grace set milk and cookies in their There stood old Santa by the fire, his list unrolled from end to end. Each name a hope, each dream a wish, for every child, for every friend. The reindeer poured the frosty snow, their harness bells began to chime. Rudolph's nose a ruby glow, counting down to Christmas time. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer too, Vixen shining just like new. Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, 8 strong hearts, the stars they listen. And I stood still, afraid to breathe, as magic sparkled all beneath. The sleigh piled high, the moon hung low, and time began to slow. Was it a dream or was it real? That warmth and wonder I could feel. The toys, the trains, the dolls, the games, each tag adorned with children's names. And when I woke, the world was white, the dawn of Christmas, pure delight. I heard faint bells beyond the hill. Was it a dream or was it real? I think I saw the North Pole gleam through silver clouds and starlit beams. And maybe dreams are how we steal a glimpse of Christmas when it's real.
Well, as we bring the show to a close, there's the greatest gift that we were given. Merry Christmas, everybody, and as we all know, that gift was Jesus Christ. And they shall call his name Emmanuel. And that's what Christmas is all about. That's the spirit of Christmas. Santa Claus is our fun and our memories and the spirit of our lives, the spirit of being adults and being kids. Well, let's never forget the spirit of Christmas was given to us by the love of God and the birth of Jesus Christ. Merry Christmas, everybody. And I guess next week, this is a little hint of what's coming. We're going to talk about the birth of Jesus. But as closing the show now, upcoming is our, and they shall call him Emmanuel. Merry Christmas, everybody. Get ready to enjoy the next few days and be with family and kids and unwrap those presents and share every moment.
Now the birth of Jesus Christ was on this wise. When Mary was found with child divine,
The gift of love, the gift of
Joseph,
a son,
her husband, a just and
the
faithful
gift
man,
of time eternal,
feared to bring her
the gift of Jesus
but
Christ.
trusted God's plan.
I hope you've enjoyed the journey today,
Appeared in the dream of
and I hope you enjoy it next
the
week, because we we will be talking about
Saint
the birth of
Joseph,
Jesus.
be not afraid of this life.
Once again, Merry Christmas.
For the child she carries is heaven's own flame, and you shall call his holy name, Emmanuel, and they shall call his name, Emmanuel, God with us, our hearts to dwell.
From a manger small to the world so wide.
Love was born, the night divine. The angels sang, the shepherds fell. For they shall call his name Emmanuel.
The night of glory under a sky of endless stars. Came wise men journeying from afar, with gifts of gold and frankincense, myrrh, they bow before the newborn word.
No crown of gold, no royal throne, just straw and love, a king alone. The heavens thundered, peace on earth. The world reborn through a virgin birth. Emmanuel, and they shall call his name Emmanuel. God with us, all is well. From Bethlehem's night to hearts that swell, they shall call his name Emmanuel.
The fulfillment. Behold, a virgin shall be with child, and shall bring forth a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel, which being interpreted is, God with us.
Emmanuel, and they shall call his name Emmanuel. God with us, the promised well. Hearts reborn where angels dwell. They shall call his name Emmanuel. From humble straw to heaven's bell, forevermore, Emmanuel.
And lo, the star led them, and the child brought peace to all mankind.
They shall call